President Shogo Aoki,
Good evening.
the 2017 President of JCI Japan. We are so honored to have you here. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
You recently took the initiative of conducting a dialogue through JCI Japan and JCI Philippines. What is that dialogue all about?
はい。
Having dialogues with other countries including England, Germany, Indonesia as well as India. And as you know, England and Germany are part of Europe, part of EC, and also Indonesia and India are in Asia, just like in the Philippines and Japan. But in terms of Asia, because EC has different theme, but in terms of Asia, Indonesia and India, including Philippines and Japan, we have the same issue, for example, with relationship with China. And we have to come up with a solution, how we can deal with this problem and how we can find out the solution. And in terms of that, Philippines is a very close country to Japan. It's just a neighbor in Asia, and also Philippines is a developing country, a fast, rapid, experiencing the rapid growth here in the Philippines, especially in terms of economy. So it's a big country and very important country for Japan.
This is initiated by JCI Japan in partnership or in cooperation with JCI Philippines.
その通りです。
That's right.
In those countries that you've mentioned and started this dialogue, how is it so far? Are there any follow-through measures or activities probably that is already in the works? How is it so far?
はい。各国とですね。
Actually, what we felt is that we can share values with these countries that we have had dialogues with. And of course, it cannot be just one-time event. So therefore, we invited the people from, the same people actually from England, Germany, Indonesia, and in India as well. And to Yokohama actually. And then we had a dialogue not only between JCI Japan and the respective country, but the 5 countries stayed together to have a dialogue.
I take it you will give the same invitation to JCI Philippines after this dialogue?
The event we had last month in Yokohama with other countries is actually an annual event. So it's called Summer Conference, and it happens only once a year. The next one it will be next year. So if we are going to invite the Philippines, it will be next year. But I cannot be in charge or be responsible for that project because it will be continued by the next representative of JCI Japan.
JCI Japan being very influential, you are the largest delegation, very influential in the world of JCI. Do you think this initiative, this project, this dialogue will be adopted by JCI International or Junior Chamber International rather, and institutionalized as a sustainable long-term project?
Of course, we would like to continue that dialogue, but as you know, the JC is participated by 120 countries, and it's a very big organization. So in our network, the participating areas of the countries have different or varied values. In that sense, the topics we can talk about in that kind of situation is quite restricted. So what we need to do as JC Japan is to find out the country with the common values who can seek the peace in Asia or in the world. So like this event today, we had 2 countries representative participated, which is the Philippines and Japan. And this kind of 2 country dialogue is for us to find a partner who can share the value with us. and then it can develop into the multi-country dialogue, a multi-area country. But as you know, JCI's leadership period is only 1 year, so it's sometimes difficult for us to continue or to hand over to the next generation the same kind of project. So what we are considering right now is to JCI Japan to put up another organization which is called Future Dialogue Junior Council, or in short FDJC.
Mr. President, I think that is a very wonderful initiative, and we would look forward to seeing this project a success, both in the short term or in the long term. So on behalf of Vanguard Radio Network, you are, by the way, being heard over several FM and AM radio stations in the island of Luzon, and also in Bohol, Tagbilaran, Bohol, in Visayas. So as a parting word, do you have anything to say to the Filipinos who are listening to you right now and watching you over social media?
There are two ways. For example, the economy and the peace. But in terms of economy, governments are working together already, and some of the private organizations are also having a role in terms of economy. And it's already in advanced stage. But how about the peace? Of course, the government is trying to have peace or to have dialogue about peace through diplomatic ties. But in the private sector, we do not know any effort. So that is what is lacking. So the meaning of this kind of activity is actually in there, in order to have fill up the role where something, a link is missing. So this is not only, it cannot be achieved only with Japanese. We need the people from the Philippines, we need people from Indonesia, and we need people from India. Or in terms of that, we need the whole Asian cooperation. Of course, it is important to solve the issue, but each country and each people, the nation, has to act upon the issues so that the people can actually solve the issue they have. The problem Filipinos have can be solved only by the effort of the Filipinos. And who can change the Philippines is the Filipinos. But the voice of the whole organization can make a difference, and we can contribute. So this kind of dialogue, future dialogue, we would like to continue to work together to change Asia and change the world.
Who changes the world? It's us.
There you have it, the 2017 President of the Junior Chamber International Japan, President Shogo Aoki. Arigato gozaimasu. Maraming salamat.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you very much.
Thank you.